Hello and welcome to Blythe Ray Business News, where today I'm joined by Steve Curtis, who is Chief Executive of Caledonia Mining Corporation. Steve's a regular visitor on the show, so you may well remember that his company, Caledonia, operates the Blanket Gold Mine in Zimbabwe and is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, on the AIM Exchange in London, and also now on the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange in Zimbabwe. On each three exchanges with a ticker of CMCL, the company has a market capitalisation of around £130 million sterling. Steve, welcome back on the show. This morning you've just released your full year results for 2021. It's been an interesting year. For you, what have stood out as the highlights?
Thank you, Tim. Thanks for having us again. Yes, 2021 was a very interesting year because it's the transition year from what was sort of solid state while we were building the new central shaft as we now move towards the 80,000 ounces. So it was the year in between, and we did ramp up. So we got record production for the year, nearly 68,000 ounces. Which resulted in record turnover, record gross profit, record EBITDA. So all in all, a great operational performance and a great financial performance for the company. And it obviously gives us a lot of confidence that we can now really say that we can achieve the target of 80,000 ounces. And, it's been a long road getting here. But 2021 told us it's all going to be doable. So great year, great results.
As you just said, Steve, you produced in the year 68,000 ounces. Looking to the future, I think we're anticipating gold production to be in the range of 73,000 to 80,000 ounces of gold this year. How much of it is down to the commissioning of the central shaft? How much has it been driven by the commissioning of the shaft, or are there other factors at play?
Commissioning the shaft has given us flexibility. Our constraint to ramping up gold production was always getting enough material out from underground up to the surface into the plant. Now that we are operating central shaft and we are able to still use the old foreshaft, we've got no limitations. So if we can mine it, we can get it up to the surface. Also, an ongoing constraint was because we had limited capacity on the shaft. You either had to choose between bringing waste material up or bringing ore up to the plant for processing. And if you can't bring waste material up, you can't do the development that you need to do to open up new areas, which means you haven't got the flexibility to mine more and more volume. So it's just been game changing that we've got the flexibility. We started off just bringing waste product up out of central shaft, and that just took all the pressure off foreshaft. And foreshaft last year, towards the back end of last year, was hoisting over 2,200 tons a day, and that's what we need just to achieve 80,000 ounces. So everything is to do with the central shaft coming online, the commissioning going successfully. So yeah, the project worked.
Well, as you say, it took you a while to get there, but all on time and all funded from within the company. So big tick there. But let's just say, for the time being, we can safely say the Blanket Mine is ticking along quite nicely. I guess regular viewers and observers of Caledonia have been used to you being this one asset gold mine, the Blanket Mine in Zimbabwe. But 2021 saw you expand your portfolio. You acquired the mining claims at Maligreen. Other than making you immediately a multi-asset company, what does Maligreen bring to Caledonia?
Well, it's got a defined resource at the inferred category of nearly 1 million ounces. So we know that there's gold in many parts of Zimbabwe. This property allows us now to really move towards developing another mining operation for ourselves. And our approach has been to rather build the operation ourselves rather than inherit or buy somebody else's problems and pay money for that and then have to pay more money to bring it up to the standard that we wanted. So we're very excited that Maligreen gives us the next opportunity. We're in the process now of increasing the confidence at the resource level, doing the mine plan, and that will take us a year or so, and then we can look forward to defining what sort of an operation we can build on that property. And then you're right, we will then be a producer and a company that is developing a new operation, and we can repeat what we have learned at Blanket in terms of cost control, staff engagement. We can repeat that at Maligreen and immediately add ounces to the portfolio, which obviously de-risks the business, and it creates flexibility, and it creates opportunities for our staff who can now go and learn new skills. We can do transferring of skills from Blanket across to the new operation. So it's very exciting, and we're pleased that we managed to get this property, and we look forward to the next couple of years of development there.
Okay. Like all industries, those three letters ESG, environmental, social, governmental, impact the mining industry, as do the moves towards net zero carbon. I see that you're actually building a solar plant at the Blanket mine, and I guess, will you tell me, are you hoping to complete it later on this year? And what kind of benefits is that going to bring to the operations at Blanket?
Yes, Tim, we're building a solar farm adjacent to the Blanket property. It's 12 megawatts. It is going to enable us to improve our ESG credentials because Southern Africa is short of power. So it's not just Zimbabwe that's short of power, the whole of the Southern African region is short of power. So we want to become self-sufficient, and this is our first step towards making Blanket self-sufficient and meeting the requirements that we have set ourselves to be more environmentally friendly, and our shareholders who want us to go that route as well. We do have a full fleet of diesel generators, which helps to augment the power going into Blanket, but those aren't environmentally friendly. They are only for emergency. So this first phase will provide, on a blended rate, about just under 30% of what Blanket needs on a 24-hour basis in terms of electricity. We haven't put in any storage, battery storage at this point in time. So we're only going to be able to use the plant during daylight hours. So the next phase may be putting in battery storage, and then we can get full utilization out of the panels over a 24-hour period. And then we will immediately start looking at another phase to build up the amount of self-generated power to hopefully take Blanket right off the grid. And that'll tick a big ESG box. It'll give us clean, reliable power. We're in a part of the country that is absolutely blessed with sunshine, and we would be unwise not to use it to the best advantage.
When are you hoping to have that first phase up and running, Steve?
It'll be by mid-year. By mid-year. I was down at the mine last week, and it is progressing very, very nicely. The panels are starting to arrive, and the infrastructure for mounting the panels on is about to start being installed. And once that happens, it's quick. So the engineers are saying round about mid-year.
Okay. So just to conclude, great set of full year results. What can we expect for the rest of the year? Give me some things to look out for, and in particular, can we look out for any further investments in more exploration projects?
Yes, Tim, we've always said we want to be a multi-asset producer. We've also said that we have spent many years looking at other opportunities in Zim. Maligreen, we signed up. We have got a couple in the wings right now. So yes, we continue to work on that. And if we are successful, like we were on Maligreen, we will be announcing something very exciting. What else to look forward to? I'm standing down in June. Mark Learmonth taking over as CEO to take the company through the next stage of the multi-asset producer. Very, very exciting. I think this, as we keep on saying, that Central Shaft was going to be a transition-making phase for Caledonia. I think these next phases are going to be even more important. We'll have a stable, growing blanket production, but then when you can bring a new mine operation into existence, and that adds 10, 20, 30, 40,000 ounces a year, suddenly Caledonia becomes a meaningful player and contributor to Zimbabwe. We'll get over that 100,000 ounce per annum production level, and there's lots of gold in Zim, and we're very, very keen to expand in the country.
Well, Steve, I think we look forward to getting some of those projects out of the wings and under the floodlights. Steve, thanks for joining us today. I'm not sure I would refer to standing down as a highlight, but I think I understand the sentiment. That was Steve Curtis, Chief Executive of Caledonia Mining Corporation. As I said at the start of the show, you can find Caledonia shares listed in New York, in London on AIM, and on the Victoria Falls Exchange. That's it from Blythe Ray Business News for today. Thanks for watching.